Zibbida-ba. Zibbida-bubba-da. Zoobity-zoo. Zibbity-bop. Zoobity-bop. Kablamo. I have done some work between streams, but we are still more or less continuing the same thing. Let me put on some music. So I was working basically on the input processing side of things. Let me see if I've got any post messages left. No. So the input processing side is, shall we say, molto confusing. Because we've got the VAD state being communicated back, the maximum value being communicated back for the waveform, and the transcription being communicated back, which I pretty much forgot about entirely. Apparently I've already got that open. So I've got the... I just said those three things. One of them was the maximum, one of them was the transcription, and the first and most important one was the VAD state. There we go. Actually, these can just be unknown because I'm not going to use the output. Okay, yes, I haven't finished plugging that together yet. Okay, so this is wrong. No, it's not cap. Oh, I have to create the worker. Dur. So what do I actually need to create? Well, I don't need anything to create the worker. It's just initializing the worker that needs more. So... that's the one. Oh, I see. I created it with the... okay. We actually use another screen here to be able to see what's going on. Okay. The hell? I guess I put that in the other place, which makes sense. What did I actually call that in config? URL dir name. That makes sense. Okay, input, output. Whether to use shared. Do I know? Oh, wait. This is basic. Yes, this is basic. That's right. That's what I want. No, this is basic. Okay. So in in sample rate is right, because input. No, capture has capture has its own AC. That might be different. Capture AC sample rate. The render sample rate is audio AC sample rate. The channel, so how and where did I set the channel before? Channel is input.channel. Sure, why not? Use EC is config.use EC. What? Audio.use EC, that's not maybe ideal. Configuration options should be in config, but whatever. Use NR is, I guess, then audio. Of course, noise reduction is part of the input processing, so that's just going to be native. Use transcription. That one's in config. Boy, this isn't confusing at all. Config.use transcription. Sent recently. VAD sensitivity and VAD noise gate are both just things I have here. Fine. VAD noise gate. Accept state updates. So that's going to be on. VAD state is raw RTC and merged. Or merged is really like the VAD state. Is not equal to VADI dot RTC. I'm just rewriting this because there's going to be enough change that it'll be faster to rewrite it. That was ugly. Zinc. If merge is not equal to VAD on. I say I'm not copying it, and then I just do copy most of it. I don't actually care about raw, do I? I don't know why I would. I guess I do set it. I remember it. So if merged is set, then we're going to... Yes, fine. Right, VAD on is the merge VAD. dispatch those events. That's the state event. Worker dot on max equals it's a bit ugly. But that fix me is there because I expected it to be a bit ugly. Now this is going to require some reworking because I know I did this badly. Because right now, you know what, I'm going to have to rework this before I even make more progress because I just botched it up big time, basically. So what does a Vosk result actually look like? Because I remember that I go through, like, word by word or something. So I have word start, word end, word confidence, but presumably I also have some wordiness in the word. Like the text of the word, that is. I know that I have result.result and result.complete. The problem is that, well, I guess I can... Here's an idea. This is a library I didn't write. I can just go and look at its documentation. The reason I don't have this in the types is that I didn't write the library and it doesn't have type. It doesn't have TypeScript types. Cool, thanks for the documentation. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. I guess I'd better put that in the inproc interface. What is this typing? This doesn't appear to be TypeScript. I don't quite recognize this. I guess array as a... Yeah, maybe this is TypeScript. I just haven't seen arrays written that way. Okay, so I only care about this part, which means... I'm going to make the confidence optional because I make it optional. There it is. It's an array of that. Then this just isn't, like, true. Oh, because I have partial results and results, of course. They're, like, all mixed together. I see. Yeah. Documentation, like, fine, not great. Yes, thank you, Apex. Uh, I had sort of momentarily forgotten that, but I got confused because I was like, I know that it's not just text. There's also something for a partial result. Oh, there it is. Nope. Transcription result. Thank you. It's sort of bizarre for me to be documenting the type from a different library in my library, but it is just internal type documentation. So, okay, and obviously don't transfer text. Transfer the results. Yeah. Now this is just that. I will even document this. I will modernize my code a little bit. Now with proper types. Oh, wait, I don't quite have proper types because I haven't updated this yet. Wait, that's not even right. No message anymore. Ooh, this isn't ideal. I'm gonna have to hunt down anywhere where I used proc.caption. What? Why would that even be used in Jitsi? Why does it have its own system for sending captions? Something feels amiss here. The captions should be sent independently. They should have nothing to do with Jitsi, but nothing else is capturing caption. But then why would it? That's not like I'm sending them independently right here. Here it is. So I think that it's being sent over Jitsi just for some bizarre old reason that is no longer relevant. Which means that this event is just cruft, just leftover. sitting here being very, very concerned. I'm gonna have to. Well, I have to test all of this, so not surprising that I'm gonna have to test that too. Wait. I played myself. That is not. Wait, is it? It is. Okay. I didn't play myself. I got played. Oh, I guess. Yeah, no, I need to think very carefully. I think there's something wrong with the transmitting of transcript data. This, on the other hand, all seems fine. It should be all of the messages. Ah. It's really on max that is the opportunity to send them, and I can stick that in on max. This is not ideal. It's set opt, that's it. That will do. That is all of the messages. Fine, that makes sense. Close was correct. This is now cap.capture.close. Yep, that seems fine. Well, this definitely won't compile because that would be too easy, but I don't think I've made any catastrophic errors here. Yep, that doesn't make any sense. Oops. No in-proc worker, which means I'm going to get that the worker code isn't there. Easy back channel. Huh? Are you not allowed to have optional lets in that sense? I thought you could have optional lets. Let me get this with the color intact. Wow. I could swear you were allowed to have optional lets. I think I used optional lets in the worker, didn't I? That's a big no. Oh, wait. That was... Yep, that is a big no on that. Huh. Well, I mean, you can make them optional this way. Very odd. That's just an odd bit of missing syntax there. Yeah, okay. This is what I was expecting. I'm gonna just go ahead and add to my list of worker JS's, or not. Oh, that's right. That's where I'm missing it. I don't like the sheer number of steps here. Workers themselves, good. Proc ops basic and EC output boolean. What are you talking about? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. I see. Yeah. It's trying to help me, but it's not. Just do a cast via any. It's pulling a this doesn't seem like a correct cast. I know it is. Transfer. Love me a transfer. I would say that I used to be able to type better, but I just never was able to. My typing speed is good, but my typing accuracy is abysmal. My net typing speed, including, corrections, is still good, but not great. Oh yes, this is async. Is this even async? Why would this be async? Because I have to wait for create capture. Which is async? Yes. That's right, I'm just doing this on a different screen. Oh, I see. This is a void promise. This ain't right. Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. Yeah, I had this as an explicitly defined promise chain, and I asynced it, but in the process, I broke stuff. Let's make sure there are no extra returns floating around. Thank you, Apex. It's if I haven't mentioned it to you before, the font is PetMe64. Don't go to any of these crappy like font distribution warehouses. Creative Corp. That's the actual source. There it is, the ultimate Commodore font. It is pretty ultimate because it has all of the like Unicode stuff, or at least the normal Unicode stuff, which obviously was not in the original Commodore 64. I suppose if you try my terminal setup, you might want to use a more appropriate font size. This is a streaming font size. How have I not fixed anything? I guess it just really doesn't like the fact that I'm abusing this type here. Wait, that isn't right. $146 input is that. Cannot redeclare block scope variable input. Where did I redeclare it? There's my first declaration. There's my second declaration of literally the same value. Why did I do that? Fun. EC output is... Oh, yes. The way that I handled communicating whether to do the echo cancellation is different. So what I need is... Hey, wait. Oh, of course, I need to hook these all up, too. Yeesh. Something is weirding my brain here. Yes, this is calling its own init. Because it just needs to make ports right, and I'm supposed to connect the ports. There we go. That's why I'm getting confused. Okay, anyway, so whether to use EC output is if audio.use dual EC is set. There we go. Now, after I have set up all of these, then I hook stuff up. The output from this is our RTC audio, but cap is not the output from this. Cap is the input to this. Yes. Yes, I need this as a capture. And this is kind of what does that. I could actually... Oh no, this is extends, not implements audio captures. It's a class. I was about to say I could make my worker just directly do this, but no, I can't. Okay. So I'm missing that. But that's the output. The input, worker.input port. So I want cap.capture.pipe to the worker's input port. What did I name it? Render cap? I just named it back channel, okay. Back channel dot pipe to worker dot what did I call it? What did I call it? I really hope that the input processing is going to be the most complicated one. It has every reason to be the most complicated one. Oh yes, this wouldn't be here. So here. Input, output, EC output. Input, output, EC output. Did I forget to make an actual port for the render? I don't understand how I would have managed to build the rest of the worker without doing that. Render handler. I just also made an attempt to use the normal input. Cool, brilliant. Flawless victory. Just read from the same place twice. That will probably do. Input. Glad I caught that. That would have been difficult to debug. Yeah, so I do need to adapt the input processor capture here, which previously only was needed for Ennuicastr, or for RT on Wii, to this. For the time being, I'm going to copy it, but I should be able to remove the original in due time. will be received. Probably shouldn't make that public, but I appear to be making it public. Yes, and this is the weird part. Oh, that's right. Ah, interessante. I don't want them attempting to use the output channel until... Yeah, until they sort of indicate how they want to receive the data. I guess what I can do is extend how this particular port works. It's not just going to send... In fact, it's unidirectional, so I can just check for a particular initialization event. So I don't need to add anything extra there, like I was just thinking I needed to. So what I can do is just have like a... well, it will obviously start uninitialized. Right, and... That is much simpler. This is not going to be simpler. It's going to be about the same. Now... actually, what I can do is make it like a property of the output handler. Wait, what do I want this to be called? Wait for init. But that defaults to false. Ooh, gotta be a little bit careful with this because I now have extra, like I added another optional. In. Now I have to remember how I actually did that. Should be all that's necessary. Like I said, gotta be a little bit careful here, just in case I used that. Yeah. So now, try-shared is just always going to be true. So let's remove that entirely. It's only not going to be true if it needs initialization. So this no longer needs to work that way. It needs to work this way. Yes, same here. Which actually means, let's go ahead and fix that. Fix that too. LGTM. And that means that this no longer needs try-shared because it's communicated in a different way. Which is fine since it doesn't have try-shared. What the hell? Oh, use shared. I would like to get this compiling. This will be a momentous step. Because if this is compiling, then that means that all of the code, all of the initial refactoring is done, and now it's just bug fixing. Cannot find a message. It makes sense to me. Yep, that ain't right. Result equals result dot. Oh, that's horrible. What have I done? Bizarre. I was using it consistently anyway. Utterly strange. Utterly strange. I'm going to have a lot of import as proc to fix because I renamed this to inproc. Right, I didn't actually finish this job. So input dot user media capture equals capture dot no equals new inproc audio capture from cap and worker dot, it's actually cap dot capture and worker dot output port. Now that EC output port I'm concerned about. I don't know where that was communicated before, but it sure isn't being communicated now. I see. That makes sense. The audio context is the same one as the capture itself. And this is just the underlying RT on Wii capture. Base URL is missing. So I did put that on. Oh god, in outproc I put consistency. Yep, in outproc I put it in basic. Okay, great, cool. Source, my face. Let me, just for consistency's sake, put it in the same place in both. There's no reason why it shouldn't be considered basic. It's really just the transferable things that went in the other. Doink. Even just having input processing named inproc and output processing named outproc instead of having inproc named proc and outproc named outproc. That's a big fix, actually. Just names that mean something. 141. capture? Probably. Source onti ennui. This simply should not be needed anymore. Yes. Like I said, I should be able to remove in-proc audio capture from here because it only exists there. Okay. Type worker instead of audio node. Makes sense. So how does create compressor work now? I see. Yeah, so that's just going to be piped. That's no big deal. Which means I could easily just have this be a message port instead. And that would avoid a lot of complication, which is probably how I had it before, but I am an imbecile. Capture or undefined if not how do I tell if it's a message port? Only message... I was about to say only message port should have start, but that's not true. Audio nodes and media streams definitely don't have post message because they're not message ports. Is that true of all audio nodes? Certainly true of the root audio node. I'm thinking about audio worklets. Audio worklet node. No, it has a port. edu.port.postMessage. So, in that case... Oh, that's interesting. I didn't quite think about that. I need a way of making the worker accept my port as the input port. Doesn't actually make any sense to set this in both, but ultimately I just need to have input port set to something. Right, and that means that this capture is technically optional now. Although I don't know whether anybody actually uses that, and nobody should use it, so... Ugh, got that open here. No, I don't have that open here. What? Oh, I got that open here. Okay. 501, 501. That's where I already was. Right, so this outproc audio playback should not really be doing any of this. Let's see. Yeah, the problem is, once again, I don't know how it's going to operate until it either calls pipe from or calls play. Okay, I have a strategy for that. First message isn't right, first data. Yep. Let me get rid of this one since I don't need it anymore. So much not needed. Yeah, this is not great. Guess I probably want to be able to hook that up for that reason. This is the other case. Okay. This is async. Good. So wait until we have our first data. Then, frickin' finally, ID, AC, input, wrapper. ID, AC, input is now this port. And wrapper. And then actually, it makes perfect sense that this would have this. I'm putting that back again after having removed it. That means no fix me on this required. I can just go like that. Going well over my usual hour this time, but I really want to get to the point where this is just compiling. That's it. It won't work, and I'm not even going to test if it works. I want it to compile. Yes, there's nothing to do there anymore. Or is there? There's nothing to do there anymore. Outproc, proc. Well named. That was the last error it showed. That means it might actually compile this time. Or it might just have no output. It might just do nothing. It compiled. And other than complaining about a few circular dependencies, no errors, no issues. Whee! Sure, add all the interfaces, add the workers, add inproc, and remove the old proc.ts, because that's been moved. And the rest, I can git add-p, yes, new workers, that's silly, but fine. That's fine. There's all my workers. Great. Sure. Oh, the encoder worker, fine, yes, good. Yes, that's an encoder worker now. I'll move to encoder worker. All of this complexity has now gone away. Well, that's a lot of complexity that went away. That's good. Yes, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. Right, that's just renamed. Yes, this is quite drastically changed. Looks good, looks good. And then, let's do this! Everybody's favorite. What year is it? How we looking? I should probably, it's looking like I should update my git ignore, but other than that. Ew. Okay, that was a long stream, but I didn't dev stream on Monday, so that's fine. Yeah, it compiles now. Definitely doesn't work, but it compiles. probably I'll end up checking this and getting it working before the next dev stream, so who knows what the next dev stream will be. That will be next Monday or not, depending on the time I have free. No problem.